Trauma. It's a word we hear often, but what does it truly mean? Trauma is not just a bad day or a difficult experience, it's a deeply distressing event that overwhelms our ability to cope, leaving invisible scars on our minds and souls. Trauma can manifest in many forms, from physical or sexual abuse to natural disasters or witnessing violence. These experiences shake our sense of safety and security, leaving us feeling vulnerable and afraid. This fear can linger long after the event, impacting our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. One of the most significant ways trauma affects us is by disrupting our emotional regulation. Our emotions become unpredictable, like a roller coaster stuck on high speed. We might experience intense anger, overwhelming sadness, or crippling anxiety, often triggered by seemingly insignificant things. Trauma changes how our brains perceive and respond to the world. It keeps us in a state of constant alertness, as if danger lurks around every corner. This hypervigilance can lead to difficulty sleeping, concentrating, and forming healthy relationships. Let me introduce you to John. John is a bright and talented young man who always seems to be on edge. He struggles with intense anger, often lashing out at friends and family over minor disagreements. What many don't know is that John carries the weight of a traumatic past. As a child, John witnessed domestic violence in his home. The constant fear and uncertainty left an indelible mark on his young mind. The trauma he endured as a child continues to affect his emotional responses as an adult. John's story is a poignant reminder that trauma can have long-lasting consequences. The experiences we have, especially in our formative years, shape our perceptions, beliefs, and behaviors. Understanding the root of these behaviors is crucial for healing and growth. Trauma can manifest in various ways for men, often leading to unhealthy coping mechanisms and impulsive behaviors. Men might engage in substance abuse, self-harm, or isolate themselves from loved ones. These behaviors, while seemingly destructive, are often attempts to numb the pain, seek control, or protect themselves from further hurt. For example, a man who has experienced a betrayal might struggle with trust issues, pushing away potential partners and sabotaging relationships. He might appear guarded and emotionally unavailable, but beneath the surface lies a deep fear of being hurt again. It's important to remember that these behaviors are not excuses but rather symptoms of a deeper wound. By recognizing the connection between trauma and our actions, men can begin to cultivate compassion for themselves and others. Section 4. Taking the reins, embracing personal responsibility. While acknowledging the impact of trauma is essential, so is taking responsibility for our healing journey. This doesn't mean blaming ourselves for the trauma we've endured, but rather recognizing that we have the power to choose how we move forward. Personal responsibility means taking ownership of our actions and their consequences, even when those actions stem from a place of pain. It means making a conscious effort to heal, grow, and break free from the cycle of reactivity. This doesn't mean the journey will be easy. It will require courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable emotions. But remember, healing is not about forgetting the past. It's about learning to live with it in a way that empowers us to create a brighter future. Section 5. Navigating the storm tools for emotional regulation. Just as men develop physical skills to navigate the world, they can learn emotional regulation tools to manage their inner landscape. These tools help men regain control over their reactions, allowing them to respond to situations with greater awareness and intention. One powerful tool is deep breathing. When men are triggered, their breath becomes shallow and rapid. By consciously slowing down their breath, men can calm their nervous system and reduce feelings of anxiety and overwhelm. Another helpful technique is grounding. This involves connecting with their senses, sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell, to bring them back to the present moment. Focusing on their senses helps to shift their attention away from intrusive thoughts and overwhelming emotions. Journaling is another valuable tool for processing emotions and gaining clarity. Writing down their thoughts and feelings allows men to externalize them, creating space for reflection and understanding. Section 6. Healing is possible. A journey of hope and transformation. The journey of healing from trauma for men is not linear. It's a process filled with ups and downs, breakthroughs, and setbacks. There will be days when the weight of the past feels unbearable and moments of doubt might cloud their vision. But even in the darkest of times, it's essential for men to remember that healing is possible. Every step men take towards understanding themselves, developing coping mechanisms, and seeking support brings them closer to wholeness. Healing doesn't mean forgetting the past or erasing the pain. It's about learning to integrate their experiences into their life story with compassion and understanding. It's about reclaiming their power, embracing their resilience, and creating a future filled with hope and possibility. Section 7. Your call to courage, seeking support and embracing change. If you resonate with the experiences shared here, know that you are not alone. Many men carry the invisible wounds of trauma, but seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. Reaching out to a therapist, counselor, or support group can provide a safe and non-judgmental space to process your experiences, develop coping mechanisms, and embark on the path of healing. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, effort, and a willingness to be vulnerable with ourselves and others. But with each step we take towards healing, we not only transform our own lives, but also inspire those around us to do the same. Embrace the journey, seek support, and believe in the power of healing. You are worthy of love, connection, and a life filled with joy and purpose. Take the first step with Dr. Rick and let the journey begin.